Yeah, you want to go in there without shooting your wad, like a wedding night, you know, it's in and out.
You broke your neck and walked it off for a year and a half.
Well, that ain't the worst of it, partner.
Straight up modern day gladiators, dude.
We can rebuild them stronger, faster, hornier. Let's just lift weights.
Oh, come on, sweetheart.
Brandon, we're so sorry. Feet of dawn.
Say hi to Eli. He's racially ambiguous. And Brandon, his hair is fucking fabulous. And Donut, a dark joke disposition. And there's a fat electrician. Welcome to Unsubscribe.
Hey, what is up, everyone? Next week starts the live shows in San Antonio, so we are super excited to get that rolling, prepping our livers, and then seeing and hanging out with all of you. We are super, super excited. If you haven't got tickets yet, head over to unsubcrew.com/live shows and pick them up so you don't get the marked up ones. Holy shit, are they marked up on scalper sites? That's not us. That will never be us. For the San Antonio show, we are talking with them. We are making sure all of you are taken care of. Any of the confusion or moving of the seats with the transfer of theaters, we are taking care of that. I want you all to know that. Truly appreciate y'all reaching out if problems do arise, and we are on top of it, trying our best in the mix of everything else. And last thing, keep an eye open for the 18th. We have a something happening. The energy drinks are launching. Cherry Lime Landmine. Keep an eye open for the 18th on that. We'll do a bigger announcement. See you guys at the live show. Enjoy Don Frye saying some stuff. Love y'all.
I'm quitting the podcast due to breach of contract.
Firing Finn.
Again, Finn. Why are you still here, Finn? Last week and the week before, we have fired you so many times.
Why do you bring Cody around? He just keeps firing Finn.
Then we have to rehire him moments later. It confuses him. He's scared right now.
Litigation is a nightmare.
It's just, we've been in a legal battle with our camera guy for 2 years now.
Talk to our new HR guy, Don Frye.
Take a number.
I quit.
Yeah, here's a complaint box right here, boy.
Dude, you were just a walking merch line. Here's your complaint box.
You guys showed up a little bit later than we did to brunch before me and Brandon and Don did the drink orders. And Brandon orders, Jack and Coke. I just had coffee. Don goes, I'll have bourbon. And the little bubbly waitress comes over with her big smile, trying to get a good tip. She's like, okay, I have, and just starts reading off a laundry list of all these decadent mixed drinks. And Don just goes, can I just have bourbon? And then as she goes to walk away, he goes, make it a double. I don't want you to wear your shoes out on the way there.
It set the tone pretty fucking well.
It got it going.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Poor little girl.
Okay, so.
I think she got her 10,000 steps in,
Don, do you know how this works? We're on the count of 3, we're going to pop a top. Just by that microphone. I got you a beer. Everyone ready? 3, 2, 1.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Unsubscribed podcast. I'm joined today by Eli Doubletap, Fat Electrician, Don Frye, Brandon Herrera, and myself, Donut Operator. Thank you so much for being here.
Have a little spillage there, Nick?
A little bit.
It's okay.
The beer was shaking up. It's not my fault.
Sorry. Well, it didn't blow up onto. Okay.
We could just beat Fenn again.
I blame Fenn.
We just blame
Fenn shook up my beer.
And
Fenn's like, why didn't you touch your beer, dude?
Fenn, can I have a paper towel?
Okay. First,
HR needs a word with you.
Good idea.
There's no paper towels. We're setting them up.
How about regular towels?
Finn could fuck up a 2-car funeral,
Whatever.
A wet one. That's surprising coming from you.
Jesus Christ.
This has been, I sat down, I look over to get my drink, and I'm like, oh, Don's drinking whiskey. Okay, it's a glass of, okay, I will take a mimosa. You need a skirt with that. I'm like, well, here we
Mimosa. A mimosa.
It's a man-mosa, Don.
Yes.
When there's vodka in it, it's a man-mosa.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because it's a potato, but potato alcohol. So, just a walking potato, aren't you?
It's that commie alcohol.
Listen here, Don.
I do think we should hang up a picture in here that says Human Resources Don Frye and just have a picture just on the wall.
Employee of the month.
Every month of the month.
Human
Resources Don.
Oh, we're adding that now. That's going right back there. Employee of the month and HR. Just Don Frye.
Don Frye, HR department.
Face never changing. How are you doing, brother? We have been so excited to have you on this episode. This is why all of us are here.
Yeah.
It's been a couple of months in the making, getting the teams aligned and then the schedules aligned. But thank you so fucking much for coming
Nice to be here. Nice to be here. Thanks for having me, guys.
It's an honest pleasure.
I'm coming up with a mustache and beard wax. I'll get you 3. Whenever you decide to grow one, we'll get you one.
It's my Asian and Mexican heritage.
Yeah. We got a kitty formula for you. You know?
There's 4 months in the works.
It's 3 packages.
You trying to grow a mustache?
One day I'll hit puberty.
3 packages of beard product, and 1 package with the beard product and a bottle of Rogaine.
Yeah, it's just formula.
What's the brand going to be called?
A little nipple bottle.
Yeah, look, I'm sorry.
What's the brand going to be called?
You know, that's a good question. I kind of jumped the gun on that one, didn't I? I think it's Don Frye something or other.
Toxic masculinity is a good line for that
so?
too. Yeah,
It should be. It should be.
That's a really good title for beard oil.
We were hanging out with Baker. Brandon and I went on a dove hunt with him, and he was asking about you the whole time. He's like, "How's Sushi Burrito doing?"
Oh, I love Baker.
This is our sushi burrito, dude.
Sushi burrito.
Speaking of sushi burrito,
Raw fish and a tortilla.
I'm just the schnitzel burrito. The joke is because it's German ancestry and Mexican, so it's just a schnitzel.
Little schnitzel over there.
What's the joke?
No, it's not. It's just reality.
Okay.
You just half German. I don't know why I say the racist word for the Mexican side.
Sauerkraut. Some refried beans and sauerkraut.
Dude, Don, we did a good podcast with his grandmother, who was in Nazi-occupied Germany. And it was fun hearing her stories because, like, she inadvertently attended some of the Hitler rallies.
Yeah.
And, like,
Yeah, I mean,
as a small child,
reality of like growing up. She's 93 years old, so
Yeah.
she was a German civilian during World War II in Mannheim, Germany.
Right.
And just I'm very, very lucky that she's still around and very sharp still, and can remember all these stories of what it's like growing up under Nazi occupation.
Crazy stories.
She need to record that and force the kids of today to listen to it, because
they had it
they
kind
got
of
no
hard.
idea. They got no idea.
Yeah.
No, zero idea.
Not being able to go to school because it got blown up.
Right.
It's like we think we have fucking problems today,
We're very blessed, and a lot of people don't realize
No,
that.
they don't. They never get outside their own city block, They don't get more than 200 yards away from their house, and they want to bitch and complain, about the country. This is the greatest country on the planet,
Texas?
Texas. This is number 2.
It's
The USA. I forgot you guys kind of slow. Let me speak slower here now.
Man, to the individuals or the audience that don't know who you are, can you give a brief, hey, this is why the guys are so fucking hyped that you're here? Because you are an OG
Hey,
legend.
this is why the guys are so fucking hyped that I'm here. Hi.
He bullies us,
Like
and that's
that.
the only reason we are so stoked to have him on.
Human resources.
The gang gets bullied for 2 hours.
You threw my tampon at me.
So you were 2-time UFC champion, right?
Yes, sir. 2-time.
2-time, fought in the UFC for a year. How many fights you have?
I had 10 fights in the UFC, and then also 11th fight over in Japan that year. It was in November, so it was a few weeks before the Ultimate 2,
Yeah.
And they weren't happy about it, but so hell, they're paying me $25,000.
Right.
You want to pay me, I'll stay home.
So back when you were fighting, it was tournament style. So what's the most amount of fights you had in a night?
We'd fight 3 times a night. If you're lucky enough to win, yeah, you'd advance 3 fights. Yeah.
So like UFC today, obviously every dude that goes into a fight is watching footage of the other fighters because it's much more available now than it was for you. So I mean, you're doing groundwork, like, oh, this guy does this, I'm going to do that, and there's all this game planning that goes in when you're planning on fighting 1 or 2 or 3 guys a year. What's the game plan for knowing that you're going to fight 3 dudes a night? You don't know much about them. Like, what's your strategy going into the first fight compared to the second and third fight? Are you trying to conserve energy on the first fight?
Yeah, you want to go in there without shooting your wad. You want to go in there just like a wedding night. It's in and out like that.
So, and again, anyone that doesn't know, when you have a fight now, you'll have a fight camp that's a few months long, and then you will, next thing, you are watching the individual you were fighting. You were studying, there's a lot more cameras, everything's filmed now. Back in that time, this is 3 big-ass fights with 3 highly talented fighters,
right,
all in the same evening. And however many rounds those lasted at that time, what was it?
Well, they were all 1 round, but there was no break. You would just go until the fight was over. There were no rules, no weight classes.
Jesus Christ.
Well, there's 2 rules. Nobody, no eye gouging, but those are more guidelines than rules. Everybody did it anyways.
This is like full on stomping on your face. Like, I was showing Brandon
soccer kick, heel stomps. Yeah, I mean, they did it all.
So how much did you know about your opponents going in at times? Like, were there ever times where you didn't know if your opponent was a ground guy or a striker? Did you know, kind of have an idea of what their style was, or
what
you knew nothing?
You had their style. Back then it was more style versus style.
Yeah.
And so you just find out what the style was of the other 7 competitors, and then you plan for it accordingly. And most of them were, majority of them were stand-up fighters.
Yeah.
So, you knew all you had to do was get them on the ground.
When you were doing it, were gloves required or optional?
No, they were optional.
They were optional still? You chose to wear them, though, right?
I chose to wear them because I hit hard. And I still broke my hand. Broke my hand twice. You can see the surgery scar there.
You wore shoes, too?
Yeah, except for in the Ultimate. I went barefoot in that one.
There a reason, or you had to?
No, I just, for some reason, I decided not to. Because I knew Ken Shamrock was going to be in there. And so I just didn't want him getting a hold of me, with his shoe
leg
on.
locks.
Yeah, because he is dangerous.
Yeah.
What was, even getting into that, what was that transition from, hey, we talked earlier, you did some boxing and then wrestling, and what was that blending of the arts where it was the first time of, hey, here's a different type of fighting where it's MMA, it's, hey, we're grappling and throwing fists. What was that first experience outside the UFC?
Well, like I said, I wrestled in high school, college, little international. And then I did, after college wrestling, I did a 1.5 years pro boxing, had 8 fights. I think I was 2-5-1 or 2-6. Wasn't very good at it. And
it's hard.
yeah, it's hard to pick up, late in life. And then I got out and I just worked for a few years. And my first marriage started going bad, so I found a judo club. So I started doing judo, so I could stay away from the house, everything. I was a fireman on my days off. I was shoeing horses, and what little time I had left, I went to the judo club and released my frustration.
A true loving marriage.
Those poor guys.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah. Don Frye's upset.
Don't He's just hip tossing.
You still being a bitch? I'm going to go shoe the horses and throw a guy across the room.
Come here, honey.
You were telling us earlier, I didn't know this about you. You were a firefighter for a couple years in Los Angeles.
Yeah. No. I started out in Santa Fe, New Mexico.
Oh, okay.
Because I was in college for something, and somebody told me about being a firefighter and only working 10 days a month. I said, well, that's a job for me, because I'm a lazy son of a bitch. And so I took my EMT and got out the old phone book back then. You know, we had a phone book and went through every town in the state of Arizona. Nobody was hiring. So then I called up Santa Fe, New Mexico, because, you know, it's the capital of a state, so you figure they pay good. No, they didn't pay worth a shit. You know, I went there. They said, yeah, we're going about to run a test, you know, to hire a bunch of people. So I went over there and passed everything, and then went for the interview. And he says, we pay this much a month. This comes out this much a week, comes out this much a day, which is about $4 an hour. Are you okay with that? And I'm thinking, these guys are full of shit. They're just here to see if I'm here for the money or not. I said, no, that sounds great. I just want to be a fireman. Got my first check. I was like, holy balls, $4 an hour. And I loved it there. It's beautiful. Santa Fe is beautiful. You know, people are great, but, you know, couldn't afford to live there. So I was there for about a year. You know, went through the academy, lived at a buddy's house, and went through the academy, and then I was there for, like I said, for about a year, and then we couldn't afford to live there anymore. Had to move my wife back home, and I went off to Oklahoma horseshoeing school, learned how to shoe horses. And then came back and worked some odd jobs, and while I'm trying to establish my business, and then started on the Frye Fire Department, no relation, you know, and as a reserve, and worked for them, and then finally the position came open with Bisbee Fire, so I got hired with Bisbee.
Nice, man. That's wild. They couldn't even pay the people who were keeping your house from burning down enough to live in the town.
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts, man.
I'm noticing the recurring theme of wife went home, you went to Oklahoma.
Yeah. I pack up and leave. There's more to that story, too.
Do you like a mouthful of hardwood? Yes?
Go on.
Then boy, do I have a product for you.
I'm re-enlisting in the Navy.
No, not this time.
Oh.
The product is Fume.
What's Fume?
It's an amazing device for those trying to kick those nasty habits.
When you said hardwood, you actually meant hardwood.
I'm sorry to disappoint, but yes, I mean literal hardwood.
I love hardwood in my mouth. Wait.
You know what's gayer than hardwood in your mouth? Dying from cancer.
Fume has an award-winning design.
There's no battery, no chemicals, just flavored air.
Dial that airflow with the clickies. Brandon, you ever tried maple pepper?
No, I like crisp mint because I'm a coward when it comes to flavors.
Cody, what's your favorite?
I don't know about flavor, but John C. Fume told me it was sexy and sleek.
That is a sexy and sleek piece of wood right there, Cody. Oh, yeah.
Put it in your mouth.
Suck that flavored air.
Quit cranking your wood on camera. Start your guilt-free journey with The Good Habit and use code UNSUB, where you can get a free gift with purchase and start your long overdue breakup.
Just head to tryfume.com/unsub and use code UNSUB to start your good habit today.
What years were you in Japan?
Let's see. I would say 97 to 2008.
Damn.
Yeah.
During that period, what was it like being in Japan as the most aggressively American man on the planet going over there?
It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
What was the culture shock like the first time you were there?
Oh man, them poor people. You walk down the street and it's like a bunch of zombies. You know, their eyes are dead. You know, they don't have a soul. You know, because they just had everything ripped from them. You know, after World War II. Yeah. And there's like no hope in their eyes, you know, and they come to the wrestling matches or the fights, and that's where they have their excitement, you know. They come alive. They come alive for that stuff.
That's awesome.
Did you participate in some of the wrestling events, like the pro wrestling side? In Japan?
I was a pro wrestler for 4 years.
No shit.
Yeah.
See, that's wild. So you have. Pro wrestling in Japan is very different than American pro wrestling. And those fighters, your Sakurabas, like the Gracie Hunter, he was a wrestler, pro wrestler too, but also a fantastic fighter. How was that experience going over there and you're like, hey, this is pro wrestling, but it's also legitimate on the side of we can really hurt you?
Like it's more like fighting over there? Or?
Yeah, but it's stiffer. It's still a work, you know, but it's a stiffer. But I guess I got a little bit too stiff, and got a couple. You know, I give them called a potato. You know, and then if I gave you big potato, you would give me a receipt, you know. And a couple of times got my neck broke because
No shit.
Yeah,
That's a big potato.
Yeah, a big potato.
It's a hot potato.
I was on my hands and knees, and the guy stomped me, and he stomped it, and I heard it crack, and I go, that don't sound good. Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
And worked on it for a year and a half, and then I started having, that's when I noticed this was going wrong, and then finally got the X-ray and the MRI. And the doctor said, well, you got a broken neck. And he says, you got to stop this shit. And I says, well, I can't. I got the Tokyo Dome, January 4th. And she says, you can't do that. You got a broken neck. I says, you don't understand. I work for the Japanese. I got to do it,
Holy shit.
Yeah, I called him up and says, hey, doctor says I can't wrestle, on the 4th because I got a broken neck. And here, Don-san, we know it's your neck and your health and all, but we already advertised. You think you could push it one more time? I says, yeah, okay.
The other guy at least kind of go easy on you, knowing that, he could kill you.
I hope so. Yeah.
Don-san, stop being a bitch.
How long
Go
was it?
fighter.
How long was it between breaking your neck and getting the MRI and finding out you had broken your neck?
I had broken it and worked on it for a year and a half. Because that's how dumb I am.
You broke your neck and walked it off for a year and a half.
Well, that ain't the worst of it, partner.
Jesus, okay.
They fixed
Go
it.
on.
They fixed it in 2000, and then I, went back to fighting in 2001, and then let's see, May 2010. I broke it again in 08 or 09, and May 2010 and May 2011. Right, am I getting the dates wrong? Hell, when my dates may be fucked up here, but. Anyways,
We're not questioning it.
One year I had 5 surgeries, neck surgeries. And then I was good for a couple of years. And then I had a truck accident. My tire blew out and bounced me against the guardrail twice and pitched me into the median. I thought, hey, I'm good. I survived that. I'm good to go. And my back started aching just a little bit. Anyways, 2 years later, I found out I broke it in that accident again, So I broke my back, and
These are like each individually like career-ending injuries.
yeah. I'm too dumb.
That is the typical guy of, I'm not going to the doctor.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine. Sir, your spine's broken.
I just take some pills and drink some alcohol and I'll walk it off. Yeah.
I know you don't go to a checkup, but it'd be funny to take you to one and record it just to hear the doctor read your health chart out loud. I see you broke your neck in 1999 and in 2008, and then you broke your back, and then you broke your hand twice. And then
Yeah. Well, the first time I broke my neck was in '86, back when I was in college wrestling. And me and Dan Severn's younger brother, Rod, we went down to my house, my parents' house, and we went out. We were drinking and had those 3-wheelers. Remember those?
The death traps?
Yeah.
Oh, the big reds?
Yeah. And so,
The illegal things?
Yeah.
so we're drinking and riding the thing and jumping and all this on this course. And then we see some guys pull up, in their suits with the shoulder pads and elbow pads and gloves and helmets, Look at the little sissies, I go, okay, one more. I go, boom, 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 broke my neck. And didn't know that either. I didn't know that until 2001 when they fixed my broken neck from wrestling. They said, when did you break your neck the first time? I said, I didn't know I did.
Dear God.
All right, Finn, next time you call in for a sick day, you're going to have to talk to HR, okay?
They just said, I don't get sick anymore.
You're damn right you don't.
It's like that. It reminds me of the
I caught a
assassination.
Finn, now sick gets me.
The assassin. The assassination of Jesse James, where the guy tries to get up in the middle of the night, he pulls a pistol. I just gotta go to the bathroom. You think you do, but you don't.
So I've talked to a lot of, first generation MMA guys and pro wrestlers and stuff. They all have a crazy story about going to Japan and going out drinking with the Yakuza, or something crazy happens after their fight in Japan. You got a story like that?
Not that I can remember.
Oh, well, it must have been a good one.
Yeah.
What was one of the funnest nights in Japan, like with that audience? You're like, I know you became friends. I don't know if it was during Pride or after with Takayama.
Yeah.
Were you guys like? Did you ever party with him?
No, we didn't. We didn't party because after our fight, he went to the hospital.
Yep.
God bless him, and I think he might have went to the party for a little bit, but they kept us separated. Because after the party, they'll sell the tickets to people. There'll be 1,000 people at these after parties.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and they're all paying $1,000 or what have you, to rub elbows with you, and so you're there drinking and taking photos and all that good stuff.
Is that like a club type environment, just like blasting music and you're hanging out with people? Or
No,
like a quiet bar.
It's not in between somewhere.
Yeah.
Because they have a big buffet and they have food, and then they have a lot of alcohol, a lot of the big sake barrels.
So it's like the official after party kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
They have sake barrels?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The Japanese love to drink. I'm sure you've seen that.
Yeah. They get after it.
I've seen the viral videos online of the Japanese businessmen that they're laying on the street after work because they got shit housed.
Yeah.
And there are people that come around and like bring them water and stuff, and that's part of the culture.
Dude, it is fucking wild. Waking up at Sunday, we went to bed. We got drunk early, passed out, woke up early, and it's like 6 in the morning. I walked around just to a 7-Eleven. There was shit-wrecked old Japanese businessmen passed out in the street. I'm like, what the
Yeah.
I walk into 7-Eleven, walk out, and there's an old Japanese dude in a suit pissing in front of me. I was like,
Imagine that's just the culture where you're just like, it's Sunday morning. It's like, oh, there's my dad.
Yeah.
they go hard, especially they are very much just, hey, I'm ABC. That's all I'm doing.
They work their ass off.
That's it.
They
Yeah. And
work
it's just
their
like
ass
boom,
off.
boom, boom. They party their ass off.
Well, you got a small island, with a lot of people, and so there's limited housing, limited space. So you can only buy so much electronics, equipment, so much furniture, so much clothes, and so you gotta have something to spend your money on. You can't save enough money to buy a house out in the country, so that money's for entertainment.
And they fucking love entertainment.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Is that how the fight culture is over there? Because that's very different. It sounds like for even the after party, it's everyone's paying money just to hang out, socialize with you guys, and then
Right.
you've just done 3 fights, and now we're drinking and partying.
Over there, I only had to fight once a night. So
Only.
Only.
You only have to put yourself in the ring with one professional fighter at a
That's
time.
right, yeah, one professional. That's what people. Oh, I could do that. No, you can't. No, you can't. That's a professional athlete, and he's trained to kick your head off, buddy.
And this was still when there was no like weight classes.
Oh yeah, Pride. There's no
Just
weight classes.
going in there.
Yeah.
Fucking wild, man.
So, have you ever seen the highlight of the Big Daddy Goodrich, the black guy, and he gets the one dude in a crucifix and elbows him in the head
He's wearing
10
a
times and knocks
gi,
him out?
right? He's wearing like a white gi.
That was round 1 of the tournament. Don Frye fought him in the second round.
No, third.
Third, sorry. You fought him that night from that highlight reel.
finals. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you got to see him do that to somebody, and then you went in the cage with him.
No, I missed that. I'm glad I missed that. I'd have probably packed my gear and left.
Hey, you won.
Yeah.
If you guys have never seen that one, that's crazy. I forgot about that because you can see what's the big black dude's name?
Gary Goodrich.
Gary
Yeah,
Goodrich.
he's just like I forgot
Very
what they're doing,
large
but he
black
realizes, hey, I can just elbow this guy and just fucking goes
Yeah.
to town on him.
Like
That is
20 times.
Oh, Gary's cock strong, man. Just like a horse, and getting hit by that guy in the temple of his elbow.
How do you like my face to elbow style?
Yeah.
You're just out instantly. I was like, oh, that guy's gone.
Oh, Gary's a monster, I'll tell you.
It's so crazy, though, that when you were doing this, fighting 3 times a night, Gary had a legendary highlight reel, goes into another round the same night, and then you end up beating him.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I don't know, it's just weird. You could have legendary highlight reel. I imagine that feels great to do, and then you still end up losing at the end of the night. So it's like...
Still want the W,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you beat him with?
He tapped. He is worn out. He's pretty much worn out because it was down in Puerto Rico, so you're talking 100% humidity. And you're talking about 150 degrees underneath those lights, So,
Dude, you're fighting in a sauna.
Shit.
Yeah,
They didn't have AC?
oh, hell no.
Puerto Rico, didn't you hear?
Hell yeah. Hell no.
How much did you weigh at that time?
I weighed 200 pounds at that time. I said I was 205. I was only 200.
Gary was quite a bit bigger than you at the time. He
Gary's
was probably closer to 250, 260. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Big old boy. Yeah.
Big size advantage when you watch him fight.
Yeah.
You get to see the discrepancy in those weights, and you're like, oh, God, that's terrifying. Oh,
In a sauna.
yeah, in a sauna. No, like,
I mean, it probably worked in his favor at that point, though.
Slippery.
Bigger dude wears out, especially if he's fighting 3 times a night.
Oh,
so
yeah. Oh, yeah.
So you want to borrow my ghost bed pillow?
Does it smell like you? Yes.
Do you feel that cooling technology?
It's definitely not a hot pillow.
I gotta get out of here.
give me my pillow. I'm the one that has to sleep here. You guys have your own houses and your own pillows. Quit touching it.
All right, real question. Can the gang do a pillow fight?
Not with these. They're f***ing
A
heavy.
slow
It'll
motion
hurt.
pillow fight?
No, they're heavy. It'll hurt.
Are they really?
Yes, they're premium.
Dude, that would actually
That
suck.
actually, I don't think I'd want to get smacked with that.
I'm swinging it hard, okay?
Your son, you walk up and just tee off on your kid.
If I smack you with this, you're going to be a ghost.
And get this.
They're built to last with a 20-year warranty, and they have a 3-month free trial period.
What do they do with all the used mattresses that get returned?
Not black lights.
They have a complete sleep setup.
For spooky sex. Boo.
GHOSTBED has it all. Adjustable bases, sheets, pillows, and full bundles to upgrade your whole bed.
With over 20 years of sleep expertise.
Which is really amateur hour. I've been sleeping for at least 30 years.
Family owned and handcrafted in the USA and Canada.
Ew.
Ew.
Canada.
And trusted by thousands of happy sleepers. Like Cody. Brandon. keep that. And Nick.
Yep.
They have over 60,000 5-star reviews. And you get an extra 10% off when you use code UNSUBSCRIBE at checkout.
Head over to ghostbed.com/unsubscribe to get started.
That's ghostbed.com/unsubscribe.
Use the code UNSUBSCRIBE to sleep better and stay cooler.
Which fight was it in all of that where you're like, fuck me, I have another fight to do after this one? Which was the biggest, like...
Probably after the second fight, God, I got one more and I'm done, for the night.
For the night. One more before I can clock out.
For the month.
Yeah, basically we were fighting every couple of months back then. That was February. Next fight was in May, and then the next fight was early July, and the next fight was September, and then December.
And each one of those is how many fights per tournament if you do, like, the best you can? It's 3?
Yeah, 3 fights, yeah.
So no matter what, every 3 months you're fighting.
3 fights.
I'm curious also, what was your recovery process like after one of those hardcore fights?
Oh, man, it was tough. Drink a lot of water and hope it, absorb it.
You just laying in bed, like watching TV and drinking water?
Nothing fixes a broken neck.
Home?
Yeah.
Once I got home, it took 2 weeks to recover if you didn't get hurt. If you did not get hurt.
Jesus.
You just try to relax as much as possible?
No, yeah.
The wife.
Yeah. It's like, this sounds really stupid, okay? And I don't mean to demean you, but it's like coming back from war, You got to de-escalate everything, or coming out of prison, something like that, You equate it to that. Because, all your time went into training, you train 24 hours a day, eat, sleep, train. Everything is calculated for 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks, and then boom, you hit it, and then boom, it's all gone. It's over.
It's super interesting. I never thought about that. It is, hey, I'm focusing for the sole purpose. You're hyper fixated, hyper focused on that event for those 3 fights. Your elevated testosterone, everything's elevated, and then it's
it's gone,
and then empty. You're like, fuck, okay, what do I, that would be a weird
it's
coming off of that
coming
high.
Coming out of prison or
coming back from the military. Exactly.
That's TDY or something like that. And you're sitting there going, now what? What? Where am I doing? Where am I at? And then just getting reinstilled into society, because you remove yourself from society when you're training for 6 or 8 weeks. Because everything is just about the fight game. I mean, you watch TV. We were just watching fights. I mean, that's your downtime, is watching fights, and otherwise, you're jogging, you're hitting the bag, you're lifting weights, you're wrestling, you're sparring, other than that, or you're fucking. That's the only release. That's the only release.
Let's just lift weights.
Yeah. Oh, come on, sweetheart. Not you and I, dummy. You and a girl.
I had to throw the Blazing Saddles reference out there. Let's play chess.
Let's play chess.
Well, brother, you're not.
Don's
You're not.
got that look in his eye like all the horses have been shooed. Oh no.
Brandon, we're so sorry. Feed him, Don. We just pushed Brandon down. Don hungry.
Let's send Mongo. Let's send Mongo.
There we go.
What did you
No,
say,
no. I
Cody?
was just saying. I wanted to ask you also. What do you do to relax these days? You a hunter? You still playing around with horses? What do you do?
I play with the horse. I haven't hunted in a decade because my back.
Okay.
My back's still bad, and I'm too undisciplined and too lazy to go to the gym and get it fixed, and too cheap to go to the chiropractor. Well, chiropractor can't do anything for me because I got this much of my back is fused, 11 levels, so can't do anything.
What's your relax time then, man? What do you do?
I got an English bulldog named Quinn.
Just chill.
Yeah, me and Quinn and I. Hang out and fart on each other, and then my girlfriend Lisa, she's got a animal rescue, so we go over there, and I shovel a lot of goat shit, and water goats and horses all day long.
Nice, man.
Dude, going back to just that mindset when you're coming out of a fight camp after the fight, are you hit with depression ever during that?
Oh yeah.
That's what it's like, looking at you and how you talk about exact same feeling of, man, okay, you actually go through each stage of depression. I don't have a mission. What am I worth anything? And that's after you came out winning, and then you still have that mindset. It's wild, but also shows how that can affect you. You're like, no mission. No, you're like, ugh, I'm lost.
It's that singular focus that you had for this much time, and now it's gone.
Absolutely.
The other thing I'm curious about is because you knew you were going to do it all over again in 3 months.
Yeah.
So I mean, what's your motivation? Be like, well, I don't want to start anything else new because I got to go through all this bullshit again in 3 months. So you're just kind of sitting there twiddling your thumbs like, fuck. You know what I mean? Imagine if you went on a deployment and you had 2 months off before you had to go into pre-mob again.
I know. That's what you're like. And then afterwards, you're also trying to, how do I scale past this? I won, but what's the next step?
Right. Well, I mean, like I said, for 2 weeks you're in depression, because it's like having the rug pulled out from underneath them.
Yeah.
Everything you were or are was taken away from you. Even if you won or lose, and then like you said, you got to start all over again. And you look forward. You look forward to that next assignment.
I bet. That's that motive. I guarantee that's why you killed it even harder. Like coming right back into it. Did you train harder?
Oh yeah,
because of it.
When Coleman beat the hell out of me, I was obsessed with that fight. I watched it every day. I watched it every day for probably 2 or 3 years. Until I finally let it go.
And that was hard.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Because you go back and you're like, I made this mistake here. It's that what if I did this instead.
Well, I woke up sick that day. I jinxed
Also a
it.
big one.
Yeah. The night before, I told Art Davies, he wanted me to fight Gary first round. And I said, bullshit. I just fought him, 3 months ago, in the finals. I said, give me somebody else. Give me somebody easier. He needs me on the other side or something. And so I says, I'm not going to fight him. He says, well, we'll see about that. And I said, well, I'm not feeling good. I don't feel good. I may have to pull out,
An amateur over here.
Yeah.
You're going to have to talk to fucking HR about this.
Yeah.
HR, break his kneecaps.
Give me the phone.
Nick got in trouble. Don has his phone. You have to talk to the teacher after class.
I know.
Bailiff, whack his pee-pee.
Give me that phone.
No. Don's gonna make my mom come here and get it for me, guaranteed. So what were your training camps like back when you were doing? Because like now you got the UFC Performance Center. These guys aren't eating a single grain of rice that isn't planned by a dietitian. It's all super scientific, and they've got chiropractors and medical professionals on staff.
It's all on your own,
So you're just out there doing Rocky shit in the barn.
Yeah,
Getting ready to beat the out of people.
Well, that's why I had my heavy bag was out in the barn, and then I'd go running through the hills, because I'm lucky. I got a real nice place, a couple acres right at the base of the mountains. So I'd go running through the desert and the mountains, and then go down to the weight room, and I had a bunch of good guys. Sam Sotelo, he was from a Marine family. Rich Moreno, he was an ex-Marine. Rainey Martinez, he was a former sniper in the SEALs. Steve Owen was the coach. He was a judo sensei, and he was a stud. He's like a 7th degree black belt. Yeah, he's just a stud.
You're just hanging out with hard motherfuckers all day long.
Oh yeah,
that's awesome, man.
And so they were always there for me. Anytime. I had them. They showed up at 2:00 in the morning for me one time.
Shit.
Yeah.
It's a good group of boys.
Yeah.
It's a good
You
friend
count
right
on them.
there. Damn.
Back when you were still training for the fights back in the day, would you still drink?
Oh, you bet your ass. I needed the calories.
I cut.
Calories.
It's impossible to find calories elsewhere.
Yes.
I kind of figured that might be the answer.
There's a
It's
pork
the,
chop in every can, okay?
Exactly. A loaf of bread, the guy said. Yeah. Like a loaf of bread.
I know.
It's God. I'm blanking on his name. Golf.
Daly.
Yeah, John Daly. It's
Yeah.
the John Daly of fighting.
Holy shit, he is the John Daly of fighting.
Oh, we should. I bet I ate about 8,000 calories a day, while I was training. Because, it's a 24-hour job, But when my kids were born, I could be in town, phase 1 workout, and it would take 45 minutes to get to my house, and then 45 minutes or an hour to get to the next spot, from the house, whereas it would only be like 20 minutes from where I was at, I would go home just to see my kids for 10, 15 minutes, I'd spend 45 minutes on the road there to get there for 15 minutes, then 45 minutes, just to see my kids, while they were awake, because I was gone that much.
Right.
Training. I don't think a lot of people realize the dedication to be at that level, especially when it's a new sport at that time.
Yeah.
Brand new sport.
Yeah.
And then how'd that first call from Pride UFC go about? What was the first offer? Like, hey, do you want to do this?
For the UFC, like I said, I got hold of Dan Severn.
Dan the Beast Severn.
Dan the Beast Severn, yeah.
Oh, he's another OG.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's great. And he got me a few fights across the country. Still waiting on the paycheck from him. You know?
Dan, what the fuck?
Yeah. Still waiting on the paycheck.
I say the Unsub podcast calls out Dan.
I was about to say,
Talk to HR.
our autistic,
Oh yeah. This is your complaint box.
you want to support you another one?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, too easy.
Sure.
Same stuff?
Yes, sir. Please. And, Dan was getting ready for the first Ultimate, because he had placed second in number 4 and won number 5, and then lost in a super fight against Shamrock in number 6, number 6. And, so he's getting ready for first Ultimate. So I went up there on my days off from the fire department and trained with him, and I was just his chief throwing dummy. He was tossing me around, I mean, thank you. You'd get guys that would come in, I want to help train you, for the UFC, blah, blah, blah. They'd be there once and then they'd disappear. They'd never come back. And
So you were probably fucking them up, right?
no, I mean, this was Severn. Severn was fucking them.
He was out of horses to shoe.
Yeah. So I was just, like I said, I was just this chief throwing dummy, and so then we went to the first Ultimate, and it was in Denver, and he introduced me to the UFC people, and then sometime in January, they called me up and said, hey, we got a fight February 8th. You want to do it? Yeah, you bet your ass. So, we went to that fight in Puerto Rico.
No shit.
That's awesome.
And then to see where it is now, I bet is mind-blowing.
Oh, it's crazy. Because they had said at the arena there in Puerto Rico, they had those, blue plastic tarps as walls separating, the big clothesline and the blue tarp separating for your locker room, and now they got everything. I mean, hell, we didn't even have a scale. We didn't even weigh in. They just took your word for your weight.
What the fuck? For a fight's wild.
I mean, if there's no weight classes, fuck
Yeah. How much you weigh? Okay.
Maybe.
Straight up modern day gladiators, dude.
Brandon! Cody, call him the one word.
Win AK-50. I sensed a disturbance in the force. What's up?
How do you like those Turtle Beach noise canceling headphones? They're the Stealth 700.
They're fantastic. The noise canceling is so good, all I hear is tinnitus.
Ah, God, these are comfortable.
They're really comfy.
Yeah, those are dope.
Turtle Beach, make some Range Ear Pro.
You went genuine, actually, Cody, put those on.
Oh.
Nice. Those are legit comfortable. Yeah. Turtle Beach, what you doing over there, girl? You making some hot ass stuff.
I like your squishies. 3D spatial audio to improve your gaming. That would work really good in Tarkov. Hear people's footsteps.
And in PUBG.
I can't wait to use a Turtle Beach headset to listen for footsteps in Tarkov, running the new AK-50 while I get still killed from a woodline I can't see.
What?
Eli, there's a global cabal that's working behind the scenes to control all media, banking, politics. And that's why we should have never gone off the gold standard.
Hey, hold on. 80-hour battery life.
80-hour battery life. Holy shit, there's a lot of switches. Can't stress enough how comfortable these are. And if you've been in a long gaming session, which I'm sure all of us have, unfortunately.
I wear adult diapers when I play World of Warcraft.
You should be euthanized.
Ha!
Also, controls. Headphones, great. This, game hard.
Head to Turtle Beach and use code UNSUB for 10% off your entire order.
That's 10% off your entire order at turtlebeach.com with using code UNSUB.
After your purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support Unsub and tell them where you got them.
Tell them Unsub sends their regards.
The other part too is like now in the UFC, it's like they call a UFC fighter. They're like, we want you to fight this person, and they know who that person is. And there's guys that are like, no, I don't want to fight that guy, or I do want to fight that guy, or if I'm going to fight that guy, I need this much money. And you're just over here like, sure, I'll fight 3 random dudes on February 8th. Fuck it. Like,
Was there really like a betting culture around fighting at the time?
Oh, I'm sure there was. Yeah.
Because now the only reason I ask is because now like everything's so stats heavy. It's like this guy's fighting at this weight. Here's his record. Here's his reach. Here's his everything. They've got all these stats, and people use that to like bet on fights.
Right.
I didn't know how the fuck it would work back then.
I don't know either because you just pick a name, I guess.
That guy seems right.
Yeah, I like the sound of his name. What the hell? He does 7 letters.
That guy might look tougher than the other guy. We'll pick him.
Right.
You were talking about, hey, I don't want to fight that guy out the gate. Let's put him at the end of it. So if you guys meet, it makes a better title fight.
that was Big Daddy Goodrich, and he had beat him in the final on the previous show, so that he's like,
why fight again?
Why,
Yeah,
you don't put
first round.
You don't put both number 1 seeds in the first game in the tournament. Yeah,
Right, number 1, number 2. Yeah, you don't put them in there to fight the first round.
What was a response to that? Like, oh, did they actually like, oh, that does make sense. We'll put him down, and then
I got a phone call from the owner, Bob Meyerowitz, and he says, "Listen to me. I'm not going to have no goddamn athlete tell me how to run my show." He says, "I'm going to change it just this one time, But
you're like,
yeah, don't ever expect it again, But no, it was silly. We had fought in the finals, and they wanted us to go to the first round. It was silly.
He called you an athlete like a slur.
Yeah,
Goddamn athlete.
well, he is from Manhattan. Yeah.
holy shit. What was in your entire career? What was the hardest fight for you? Where you're like, this, well, that's the one that fucking sucked.
Oh, that'd be the Coleman fight. First Coleman, both Coleman fights I lost, but the second fight I really wasn't there. But the first Coleman fight, I was, like I said, I woke up sick and just went downhill from there. And we even thought about pulling out. After the second fight, man, I'm done. I got nothing left. And it's but then I looked at the alternates, and man, if I'd have pulled out and they'd have sent in one of them alternates, there wouldn't have been the UFC after that. They'd have closed it down because they were trying to shut it down as it was.
No doubt.
Yeah, they would, like in UFC 8, they spent all day in the courthouse, trying to keep it going because the governor was going to shut it down. Puerto Rico was going to shut it down.
Because there was a lot of like, this is human cockfighting.
Right.
It was everyone fighting it. Now it's so mainstream, people don't know. It was a huge.
Now it's going to be on the front lawn of the White House next year.
I was just about to say, to go in that short a time from something that was trying to be outlawed in fucking Puerto Rico, of all places,
Right.
to something that the president of the United States routinely attends.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a crazy jump in that short of a time span.
Oh, I gotta.
Well, people don't realize like MMA is safer than boxing.
Yes.
Less deaths.
You want to get knocked out once, or you want to get knocked out 3 fucking times and have the opportunity to stand back up. Like, how many MMA fights would have kept going if somebody had a 10 count to stand back up and go back in again? You know what I mean?
The CTE,
if you get knocked
TBI.
out once and then you get knocked out 3 more times back to back to back, that's so bad for you.
Dude, and you're getting up. Some of those big fights. I mean, you look at like the Mickey, like, man, there's a handful of boxing fights when you watch. It is
2 of the greats.
The greater one.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah, that was cool. That was so slick.
You ever talk to him? Like, actually get a chance to chat?
You know what? I choked. I really make a really lousy first impression. So I wasn't gonna screw it up, man. I just said yes sir, no sir, no sir, and get the hell out of there, for my buddy. So I wanted to screw it up for him, so he get his photo taken.
It's kind of funny to see because, to my understanding, Trump is a very big, he's a big fan of athleticism. Period, like sports and things like that. He just follows it, like whether it's golf, MMA, or whatever. It's funny to see the people who show up around him, who are very clearly, like, I won't name any names, but like pencil pushers that have no interest in watching gladiatorial combat.
No idea, yeah.
Just watching the difference between how invested Trump is and like the people to his left and right sometimes, depending on who he brings.
Right.
It's funny.
I also think you make great first impressions, Don. We've already hired you to beat the fuck out of our interns.
You're HR. It's official.
Well, you'd hire anybody for that. Come on.
I think the opening line was, Fenn could fuck up a 2-car funeral.
That's on a good day.
Poor Finn getting bullied.
You're going to die, Finn.
He's like, what'd I do, dog?
So I asked you at breakfast, you got 2 daughters?
Yeah.
To which I immediately said, what was it like the first time they brought a boy home? And you got kicked out of the house for that?
I was already kicked out of the house, yeah.
Who's your dad? No one.
We'll talk about it later.
Why weren't you telling me your dad's name? Why weren't you telling me your dad's name?
His nickname's the Predator.
Well, the last name of Frye should give some concern.
Oh, man.
Oh, hell,
You got kicked out.
I got kicked out, yeah. My youngest daughter, I guess they don't talk about it, because my youngest daughter, her boyfriend didn't know anything about me, for a while until my friend says, "Do you know who her dad is and what he did?" No. He said, "Sit down, let me show you this DVD."
I was about to say, him walking into your house, seeing like a trophy here and a ribbon there, and just like,
I don't have
oh,
those.
fuck.
I don't have those.
You don't?
No. They all disappeared in the divorce. A lot of my shit disappeared in the divorce.
Half of it,
That had to be a very...
More than half.
That had to be
I'd be happy about.
a rude awakening, though, for that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I'm alive because he wills it to be so.
I can't break up with her.
Partner, I tell you what, if they can handle my daughters, then I'm nothing. I'll tell you.
Imagine getting compared to your father-in-law like that your whole life.
Yeah.
My dad would have done blah, 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 blah. I bet.
My dad can beat your dad up. I know.
Yes.
I got it.
I understand that.
You have no rebuttal other than that.
There's one, it's such a funny picture. It was like a normal dude's Instagram. He had like 50 followers. Normal guy's Instagram. Bigger, stockier black dude, and he's very obviously at like a middle school wrestling tournament, sitting on the chair on the mat coaching his kids, and he just takes a selfie like this, and in the background is Daniel Cormier looking at the mat, and he goes, "Man, Daniel Cormier is the other team's coach. What the fuck am I supposed to do?" And it just like went viral.
You're screwed.
Yeah.
Go home.
What are some of, like, now with modern MMA, UFC, who are some of your big favorite fighters to watch?
I like Herrera. Like watching him. I think he was sick the last fight. I saw him the night before. And I just thought he was in the zone, because he was focused and he's quiet, real stoic, and but the nicest guy in the world. Took pictures. He took pictures for over half an hour with anybody who wanted to take a picture with him, on him, and he was on his way to go get dinner. But
and the night before the fight.
Yeah, the night before, and gave up all that time. But I thought he was focused, going to win, until I saw him walk out. When I saw him walking out, I thought, there's something wrong. This guy's off. So then I wanted to change my opinion.
There was watching some of those skinnier guys like him with unlimited cardio fight. It's some of the best fucking fights to watch, man.
Yeah.
They have all that energy. Who else? Like any of the heavyweights or?
No, God dang it. Who's the guy from Arizona? God dang it. I can't believe I can't remember his name.
Which weight class?
Like a middleweight or lighter middle. Gaethje?
Justin Gaethje?
Justin
Yeah.
Gaethje.
He's awesome.
He's great.
That's him and Tony Ferguson is probably my favorite UFC fight of all time.
That's a great fight.
Because it was the craziest part is when you go back and watch it now, because I got reused to normal UFC fights. During COVID, there was no audiences, so
Right.
it just sounds different.
Yeah.
When Justin Gaethje fought Tony Ferguson and it's just dead quiet because there's no audience, Justin Gaethje hits like a fucking truck, and he hit Tony Ferguson a lot, and it's just every strike sounds like a fucking car crash.
Yeah.
Was that the COVID fight when there wasn't an
Yeah.
audience? Yeah.
And I mean, he beat the shit out of Tony Ferguson. It was bad. But like I said, you could hear the impact of every f***ing strike. And it was like, holy shit.
It changed fighting and watching it for that brief time because it did feel like you were watching
A snuff film?
Yeah, something illegal. You're like, there's no cheer. Oh, I don't. You just say,
This isn't a sporting event. This is just two grown men trying to kill each other.
I bet on this.
Oh, it's funny. It's like 50 years ago, Terry Funk and Jerry Lawler had the empty arena match. Pro wrestling empty arena match.
Wait, what?
And it was ridiculous, because it was empty. And it's just those two doing their normal wrestling shit, with nobody there. And then
Totally different vibe.
yeah, and then boom, 50 years later, it actually happens in real life.
Shit. I'm curious what you think about Sean Strickland.
He's funny as shit, man.
Yeah, I kind of figured that would be the answer.
He's funny as shit. I love him, man. I get a kick out of that boy.
He's probably my favorite fighter to follow on Twitter.
Yeah?
Yeah, just the shit he says, and the shit he says in interviews and whatnot. He's just no filter.
None at all. He's just
A bunch of guys from Durkistan wrestle fucking everybody.
The interview about how do I say what in Chinese? Oh, how do I say work harder, child? I'm starting my own merch line. I need to be able to say these things.
oh, he's squirrely. Yeah. He's got it down, man. Some of the shit that comes out of his mouth gets me, But he's funnier. He's got a good stick going. I really enjoy him. I think he's great, and I wish him most success.
Oh my God,
he's been
keep him around,
Hey guys, you want to see something?
Not again.
Those are true classics.
Oh.
You want to touch it, Brandon? Cody, you want to touch it?
Oh.
Brandon?
Show you have a degree in HR, right?
That's right. Today's sponsor is True Classic. Cody, what are you wearing?
I'm wearing a True Classic shirt right now. It fits really well around the arms and the chest. It makes you look bigger than you are.
Dude, Cody, you actually look jacked right now.
On a personal note, with my personal endorsement to True Classic, that's no shit, all the pants and the shirts that I wear. Like the undershirts, I always wear True Classic. The pants, always True Classic. They're stretchy. Beli's wearing True Classics right now.
A lot of shirts that you get just off the shelf aren't really cut. They're just generic unisex stuff. They're not really cut to look good. True Classic stuff is actually tailored to fit the male form, which is, actually helpful if you want to not look like a slob.
Peak male performance. But now imagine my dick, because that's where I'm wearing underwear.
Yeah.
Now imagine my dick. Eli Cuevas, 2025.
TrueClassic.com.
Use code UNSUB.
Now, we've been messing around with t-shirts and been in that industry for years now, and we can truly say that True Classic has some of the greatest material and greatest fitting that we've ever seen.
So forget overpriced designer brands. Skip the cheap throwaway stuff. True Classic is built for comfort, built to last, and built to give back.
You can even find them at Target or Costco, or you can go to trueclassic.com/unsub to try for yourself.
If you want to level up your clothes for the summer or coming into the fall weather, head over to trueclassic.com/unsub.
I was just going to say, do we do the offenders with Don?
Oh, 100%. We haven't done that in a while.
We haven't done
We
these
have a
fingers
we
in
have a
minute.
recurring bit that we do with some of our bigger guests.
Yeah.
We have a pretend superhero group, and we all have different superpowers. And
Yeah.
you get to pick your own superpower, but we get to pick the offset. So, for example, Cody can fly, but in order to fly, he has to yell racial slurs the entire time.
He's a frequent flyer.
We get to.
We like to joke with that one. It's like, what if I'm having to rescue a bunch of kids from a Section 8 housing development? Like it's on fire. I just got to
Bring in the ladder.
On today's episode,
I'm just carrying a ladder at that point. I'm not flying today.
Yeah, I did my house.
so what's
20 years ago, I was going to paint it adobe, but somewhere you got screwed up and it ended up being orange, like those numbers there. You know.
Yep.
Yeah, that color orange. And so you can find it. You can find it. You know, just look for the orange house. And a new neighbor moved in and put up a wall, and then painted his wall the same color as my house. And I says, "Well, I thought I was getting Section 8 housing coming in." He looked at me like I fell off the truck.
so what's your superpower going to be?
Oh shit!
Any superpower
Any
in the world.
superpower you want.
Any superpower I want.
Yes.
Oh man.
Well, I think the caveat is if somebody already has that power, they have to fight you to keep it.
Yeah, they lose it. Don gets any superpower he wants.
Yeah. Theirs gets changed.
God dang it, superpower. That would be let's see. Either I could what'd I do?
Nah, I just have it a little closer to you.
Screwed around. I screwed around and moved, huh?
Oh, you're good. You're good. I was
Got a
just-
little too silly.
No, it's perfect. I like it. Everyone's relaxed. Perfect.
Everybody bouncing around here. Let's see. It would be either seeing through women's clothes or being able to have an erection as long as I want, anytime I want.
We'll give you both, Don.
Yeah, okay.
We'll just say
What a
both.
killer combo.
Your wife gets half the power in the divorce.
Yeah.
That was the offset. You can kind of see through women's clothes.
She took that, believe me. She took that.
That's a half chubby all the
Yeah,
time.
now he just has, he can't get hard. He's just disappointing.
It's almost there, but it's not.
The desire's there, but the ability's gone.
It's not you.
Not you, honey. I swear it's me.
I swear,
not
I mean
you
this
and-
in the best way possible. It was my ex-wife.
You don't understand, honey. It's not you or me, it's her.
The offender's ahead. Don, go in the corner. Don't. Stop looking, Don.
Stop it. Stop it.
Oh man, it's a bad day to be a supervillain. It's Don Frye with half an erection coming at you.
And superpowers don't even have anything to do with his ability to fight crime. He'll just beat your ass.
We just get him drunk.
What are you gonna do? Break my back? People have tried.
Broke my back, broke my neck. Yeah, okay. So got two fake shoulders. That's been done. Fake hand. That's been done.
Dear God.
Bionic man at this point.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Shit.
I love this.
Except it's the UFC. We have to rebuild him.
What is?
He's going to be hornier.
We can rebuild him stronger, faster, hornier.
See when that does that.
What do the conversations with the surgeons go like when they tell you, I don't know, you probably shouldn't fight anymore after the second time breaking your neck and back, or
No, they never gave me that. You know.
they just gave up?
Yeah,
okay.
They give me that story.
I'd like to think it was the same surgeon, and like the fourth time you're in there, he's just smoking a cigarette.
Oh, it's you again. Huh?
The Ben Affleck just.
Yep. God damn it, Don.
Puts that on my neck. Yeah.
Listen here, fucker.
We gotta talk this thing through.
I've been
Not working
rewatching Landman. Have you watched
Oh,
that
I
one yet?
love
Bill
that
Bob
show.
Thornton?
Yeah, I love
Remember,
that.
he smashes his pinky with a hammer.
Yeah.
And the surgeon comes in. He's like, "Doctor, I don't want this son of a bitch anymore." And he pulls a pocket knife
Yeah.
out. I imagine that's you in there. You're like, I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
I need to watch this show. Have you
Oh,
watched it?
you haven't
Watch
No.
Landman.
It's a fantastic
Taylor Sheridan
show.
can't keep getting away with this.
He's doing too good of stuff.
Doing too good.
He's amazing, the shit he comes up with.
Bro, fucking
Jeez.
Sicario.
Yeah, that's a great show.
Sicario, Yellowstone, 1883, 1923, Hell or High Water,
Wind River.
Landman, Tulsa King. Like, the guy's everywhere. It's fucking insane.
Can't keep getting away with this.
Yeah.
It is fucking wild.
Cody's taking it as like a personal slice.
He bought that 4.6 ranch.
Yeah, dude.
Isn't that great? Man,
And
that's
then-
great.
Oh, and then he did the best thing ever. He leases the ranch out to his show that he owns.
Yeah. He's brilliant. Brilliant.
You tax man.
Yeah.
Making a good chunk of change.
Oh, yeah. Write a show and have them pay for it. You know, crime. You guys brilliant.
And the chunk of change you needed to have to buy the 4.6s in the first place.
Yeah.
Dear God.
Which is wild too. He didn't start off till he was like early 40s. He had some small roles in Hollywood here and there, and then he just came out of nowhere writing all these fucking shows we just talked about.
Yeah.
It's
It
wild.
happens. You get those later starts in life, and then it's just like,
I think he just witnessed Hollywood and he witnessed everything around him for years, and then he poured all his
tired
time.
of the bullshit.
Yeah, he's just tired of it, and then poured his time and his knowledge into it.
Right. Yeah.
he's crushing it, to say the
Oh,
least.
my
You
God.
can't keep getting away with this, Taylor Sheridan.
But please do.
But if you do, I need a roll.
I know, we would all just love to die on one.
Exactly, man. That's what I've been saying. Like all of us
I
just
need a
die.
job so I can buy another horse.
Can I be random henchmen?
Don's just paid in horses.
I'll take two.
Let me
more.
take the one from the show.
Hell yeah, you seen them horses? That bald face he's got on that show on Yellowstone. This is a beautiful horse. Shit.
God damn it! I want Don Frye and a Taylor Sheridan show.
I love how he randomly writes himself into shit too. Like
Yeah.
Hell or High Water. It's like the detectives are going out, they're trying to find the bank robbers, and Sheridan just pulls up on his horse and he's like, "Yeah, just passing through." He just writes himself in there randomly.
It's like he's like the Tarantino of westerns.
Yeah.
He's just like, I need somebody to be the super cool guy for a role. Except Tarantino's just like, I need somebody to say the N-word and lick feet.
Yeah, there needs to be a character to lick feet right now. It's me. I'm gonna play that character.
You know,
has to be
I'll
me.
take that. I'll take that position. You know,
Any volunteers?
depends on the feet you're licking, though. You know.
Did you see that fucking? It was like the acceptance speech for like I don't know, it was the Oscars or something. Where it's Brad Pitt talking about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It's like, I'd like to thank my co-stars Leonardo DiCaprio, Margot Robbie's feet, this actress's feet.
Listen, the feet. Tarantino has his
The
vices.
Bruce Lee's family was like, I think they were pissed off about that movie.
Oh, I'm sure they were.
Very.
Yeah. Because I think the inspiration for that scene was because of Judo Gene LaBelle.
Yeah.
Because I guess back in the day, Judo Gene,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Judo Gene, just badass judo guy. I think he was like one of the first Americans to get a black belt in judo.
Oh yeah.
Just a complete badass.
He was a great guy.
He was if you ever see the videos where Ronda Rousey's highlight and it shows an old man balding with red hair and a stopwatch because she won in like 7 seconds, that's Judo Gene LaBelle. He was one of her coaches.
He used to wear pink gi.
Complete badass.
Just to piss people off and just to fuck with them. His gi was pink.
I like this guy even more.
There's
Funny little story. Me and John used to wear pink geese.
oh really?
Yeah, I thought I'm donut. Thought it was a funny thing to do.
Yeah, but you all would hold hands and skip too.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but
It was
you're gay.
Just that gang gets bullied.
He did it as a laugh.
Yeah, our geese were actually skirts, but it's fine.
That's the fun part. He wouldn't let the mimosa joke go with the whole like, you need a skirt? How about a pink skirt?
But there's a story, I don't know how true it is, but allegedly there was some movie that Bruce Lee was doing and he was kind of being a dick to the stuntmen and extras, really hitting them harder than he needed to be. And they sent in Gene LaBelle, who was a stuntman at the time, and they sent Gene in to correct the behavior. Apparently Gene just picked him up over his head and walked him around until he settled down and he couldn't do shit about it.
Yeah.
It's like with a toddler.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, you're not going to do this.
And I guess that supposedly that was the inspiration for that scene of a stuntman taking it to Bruce Lee.
He also did that to Steven Seagal. Steven Seagal would take cheap shots onto the stuntmen. So Judo Gene choked him out.
Oh shit!
What? Get that out of here.
Choked him out.
Wait, is that when he shit his pants?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's when he
Choked
shit
him
his
out.
pants.
Yeah. And then drew a mustache on his face because Gene would always put a mustache on people's faces after he choked them out.
Well, yeah. Hold on, pause. So Steven Seagal and this guy, Steven's being a dick. This guy chokes him out.
Yeah, Gene was probably 60, 70 years old at the time.
And then a 60, 70-year-old judo master choked Steven Seagal out and then drew a mustache on him.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
That is amazing.
He sounds cool as fuck.
Yeah, dude.
Do you guys remember that cool ass TV show Steven Seagal was on where he pretended to be a f***ing cop?
Oh, God.
Right, I heard about it. I never saw it, but I heard about it.
Is that the one where he's sitting down in a chair fighting people?
I was just going to bring that one up.
That was a
It's
movie.
so funny.
That was a movie. There was at one point he was like, I've been deputized by this department, and it's like a live PD kind of thing, and
It's terrible.
fucking Steven
cops.
Seagal pretending to be.
No, it's
a
actual
cop.
like live action. Like,
No,
It's supposed to be real life.
oh, this isn't a
No, it's not a show.
like not a scripted show.
Steven Seagal was like, deputize me so I can have a reality TV show.
And then
It's wild. You should do a
I'm
video on
definitely
it.
going to check into that now.
any of those Steven Seagal movies, if you haven't watched, he still does them. And he still writes them. And they are
They're just all produced in
fucking
Russia now.
trash. And dear God, if you do just the recaps of them, so it's like 15 minutes long, just comedy gold.
I
You get
would love to
plot
see
points.
Donut Operator reacts to Steven Seagal's f***ing cop show.
Remember when Steven Seagal, when Anderson Silva knocked out Vitor Belfort with a front snap kick, and then Steven Seagal's like, I'm the one that told Anderson Silva to do that in the back room. He took credit for Anderson Silva's like amazing. It's like one of the best knockouts of all time. Is this front snap kick, clean on the jaw, and just drops Vitor Belfort. And Steven Seagal's like, yeah, I was the one that recommended he do that maneuver. Actually, like,
And then
okay.
Anderson walked out with him a couple of times, afterwards. It was like, oh, man, what are you doing,
I don't know. Maybe everyone just loved him because we grew up on his movies.
Yeah,
that's
what
what
it fell for the bullshit.
it put a lot of us on the like martial arts because I remember the one where he's on the ship.
Oh,
The
yeah,
Siege.
yeah.
famous Under Siege.
He's the
Yeah.
cook on the submarine or
He was a
whatever.
cook,
Yeah.
the Navy SEAL that got reassigned or some shit.
Yeah.
I remember watching that and being like, I want to learn how to kick
there was-
people.
There
You're
was
like, that's why
nothing-
I'm joining the Navy.
There was nothing better than like,
Wait, did you join the Navy because of Steven Seagal?
No.
No, he said that a little too fast.
there's nothing better than back when Spike TV was still a thing. It was like Tuesday night at midnight, the Steven Seagal movie marathon.
yeah.
You fall asleep watching TV, you wake up, he's gained 80 pounds, and it's still playing. Like,
I remember
Throwing
Spike TV.
Yeah, just the and they go flying.
They just die.
Yeah, that face. And like guys flying away and dying, heads exploding.
Spike TV is how I would hang out with my dad after work.
Thank you. That's what I was thinking about. Like waking up Saturday, Sunday morning, dad's cooking breakfast, and fucking a Steven Seagal movie is on Spike TV in the morning.
Guess we're watching Independence Day.
Holy shit.
Fugitive, all that shit.
Were you big into martial art movies growing up or westerns?
More westerns, yeah. I was a John Wayne, Clint Eastwood fan, yeah.
The OGs. What are your favorites?
True Grit, the John Wayne True Grit.
Yeah.
I like the Jeff Bridges True Grit too. I think it's a better overall movie, but he still just couldn't match up to John Wayne, even though he played him the exact opposite. Where John Wayne's yelling and loud drunk, obnoxious drunk. He was just a drunk mumbling, fool, but they both did a great job, but you can't beat the Duke. You can't beat the Duke. True. And then Clint Eastwood, you can't beat Clint Eastwood.
Good, bad, ugly.
Yeah.
Well, Clint Eastwood, he wasn't
Fistful
even
of
supposed to
dollars.
be an actor, right? Wasn't he a stagehand or a grip or something?
No, that was John Wayne.
That was John Wayne that did that?
Wait, what?
He was a stagehand, and
I didn't know this.
yeah, he was a stagehand for John Ford, and then John Ford took a liking to him and put him in a couple of movies, as extra, and then he started doing the Three Musketeers, And then he started doing a bunch of other small movies, and then finally John Ford got him the Stagecoach.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I thought I could have sworn Eastwood was like that too, though. I didn't know John Wayne was like that.
Arlie Ermey was one. From Full Metal Jacket.
God,
his
yeah.
iconic role in Full Metal Jacket,
Yeah.
where apparently there was some other actor that was supposed to do the drill sergeant role. And
Yeah.
Arlie Ermey was like the guy who was teaching him how to be a
Teaching him how to
fucking
do
drill
it.
sergeant.
They
And
had-
finally he's just like, yeah, you, come here.
Yeah.
You be this guy.
Well, he schemed too. He schemed to
Really?
steal a lot. Steal.
No, I didn't know this part.
Yeah. He because he was a bit part guy. You know, he was a helicopter pilot in Apocalypse Now. Yeah, but yeah, once he was training, he was showing the actor how to be the drill sergeant. But yeah, it was in the back of his mind the whole time to steal the part.
Nice.
And for a
apparently it
Stanley
worked.
Kubrick movie, dude, to have Kubrick be like, I want you instead.
Yeah.
Instantly, hey, fame is going to fall. He also was
He was amazing.
that shit.
He was amazing.
he made them feel like a piece of shit.
They've got an action figure, Arlie Emery action figure, you know, of the sergeant, you know. I got to get one. Got to find one.
Does it yell racial slurs?
Private Snowball!
I don't hate the cool. Man, the TV censored version's crazy.
It's funny though, because my grandfather on my mother's side was a Korean War vet.
Yeah.
And so he had a stroke later in life, and so like growing up around him, like he couldn't really speak, and he's wheelchair bound. Whole left side of his body didn't really work that well. But we would bond on all he wanted to do all day was watch John Wayne movies.
Yeah.
And so that's just all he did all day. Is he had a massive collection of John Wayne movies, and that was just his thing.
Yeah, my grandfather on my dad's side, he served in Europe in World War II, and then when the Germans surrendered, they sent him over to Japan, you know. And then my uncle, my dad's brother, he was a Marine in Korea, and then a Green Beret in Vietnam. And my dad was Air Commando in Vietnam, and I dropped the ball, you know.
You were the smart one.
Yeah,
That's what I always say.
My 40th year and my 40th birthday, my dad puts his arm around me and says, "You know, they've raised the enlistment age, son."
After all this shit you've done in life.
Yeah, I'm thinking, oh, my back hurts so bad. I would love to, but my back, because it's broke. You know, I didn't know it.
You could have just showed up to any enlistment office ever and just shown your surgical history, and they're like, no.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. You know what? Because I didn't think I was ever man enough to be a Marine. I wanted to be a Marine, but I never thought.
So you chose professional modern gladiator
Right.
instead.
I know.
Well, I wanted to be a Marine or a Green Beret. You know.
So I instead decided, because I'm not man enough to do that, to beat up professional fighters for a living.
I took the easy way. Yeah, I took the easy way out. Yeah.
That's not the easy way, Don.
What is it me? You know, I thought.
Not my
Then I
career.
found out women could be Marines. That broke my heart. I thought, oh man.
Damn it, I could have made it.
Yeah. I could have been number 2 at least.
You could have been a cop.
Couldn't even do that. I had to be a fireman.
That's a smart way, man. That's what I've been telling my son recently.
Yeah.
Because he's 16. He's going to head off to college in a couple of years. I've been telling him, why don't you just be a firefighter?
Yeah.
And while you're at the station, not doing the firefighter EMT thing, you go to school.
Then you can take your classes, right?
Yeah. Take your classes, work out, just get jacked.
Be a firefighter somewhere nice.
That's what I was saying too. Be a firefighter on like a coastal town, like a beach, like a nice
Right.
beach town. So there's like college girls just rotating out all the time and work out, fucking just go to school, make a paycheck. Doesn't sound like a bad deal to me, man.
Oh, it's a good job. It's a great job. Just the DEI got in the fucking way and screwed up everything, man.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Threw a wrench in a couple things.
Yeah.
Luckily, that only happened with firefighters.
Oh, God, I forgot about that.
I mean, did you see that moose in L.A.? It says, well, if I have to pull a man out of the fire, that's his fault for being there.
It's his fault for being in the fire.
Yeah. Way to go, sweetheart. Yeah.
Have you seen that moose?
Jeez.
That's probably the hardest left hook you've thrown in a while. That fucking moose.
Moose. I didn't say bull moose. I held it back, held the reins back on that one.
How has this new wave of social media and being involved in it? Is it wild, especially now, like, you're older in life? Is it like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh, yeah, because I've been here, I talk more in 1 hour or 2 hours. We've been together 4 hours now. And so I talk more in these 4 hours than I do in a week when I'm at home, because it's myself, my bulldog,
We have
or we
to
over to Lisa's house.
At least we don't fart on each other.
Yeah.
we have
Not
to
yet.
we might have to cut this part, but that the woman that you brought up a second ago, the fire chief that said if a man's in a fire, he shouldn't have got there in the first place.
Right.
She's dead now.
Oh, yeah? What happened?
Her wife stabbed her to death in a domestic violence incident.
What? Could you give me any relevant details about this person's life?
You're fucking kidding me.
Are you what?
I'm dead serious.
I'm dead serious about her being dead.
California fire captain Rebecca Ramodi, 45, was stabbed to death by her wife, Yolanda, also known as Yolanda Marodi, 53, on February 17th, 2025.
You know what? But she shouldn't have been put in that situation.
That's right.
She shouldn't have put herself in that situation.
Have you seen the divorce?
What the fuck?
I say we keep that in. Fuck.
Have you seen the
And
divorce
that.
rates? Every man versus and woman divorce is 50%.
Gay men is like 30.
Gay men is like 30, and the gay women is like 75, 80.
Is that a real stat?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The highest domestic violence rates in this country are between two women.
Yeah.
Two women partners.
No
The
shit.
highest in the country.
Yeah. How many times did you have to respond to one of those as a cop?
Oh, good Lord. I think I've told you guys about the first domestic violence I ever went to was two dudes.
Which one
You know
was it?
about
The
that?
poppers, or which one was this?
I pull up, and this is like one of my first nights on the streets by myself. I'm fresh out of FTO. Like, I've got my own police car. I'm feeling cool, man. I'm feeling cool as shit. And I pull up, and there's this dude. He's standing there, and he's covered from head to toe in blood. He had some scalp wounds, and those bleed like motherfuckers.
Right.
So he's covered in blood. And I go up, and I'm like, "Hey, what's happened?" He's like, "Well, me and my partner got into a fight, and here's my ID." And he knows the whole drill because we had to respond out there. Like, apparently other officers had to respond out there a bunch of times. And the ID's covered in blood too. He says, "I just want you to know I'm HIV positive."
Oh, I was just making that joke as you fuck.
No, it's the first thing he said. He's like, "Here's my ID. I just want you to know I'm HIV positive." And I'm just standing there as a fresh officer. I thought I was responding to like help some crime or something. And I'm like, fuck.
Day one.
Read
Day
it to
one.
me.
Day
Just read
one,
it to
dude.
me. Hold it up and I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like,
It's like. Oh, there we
See,
go.
that's a problem solver right there.
Yeah.
I think like the majority of domestic disputes where there was blood taken from someone else, where they had a knife or they beat the absolute fuck out of each other, it was always same-sex couples.
They also like the amount of like that was one thing. I don't know if bleep this.
Okay.
Talking about his time on I think it was state police.
Yeah, state police.
Talking about how like the two things I learned from policing. He had one like wholesome thing, and the other one, everyone has Hep C.
Yeah.
Everyone and their mother, everyone you would ever respond to at any trailer park, anything. Everyone has Hep C.
Yeah,
was
that's
his takeaway.
That's why you see so many officers in videos when someone
Gloved up.
spits on them,
Yeah.
they just pop them in the mouth.
Yeah.
Like, because everyone has fucking Hep C.
Right.
It's
biological assault.
disgusting.
Right.
You're dealing with the lowest of the lowest.
Yeah.
It's
could
fucking nasty, man.
Especially for the
we
pay.
won one time. Two guys. That bitch. That in there. He started this fight, just arrest that bitch. Whoa, slow down there, Tiger.
What if I didn't have to be a babysitter for grown men? That would be really cool.
Never gonna happen. You're like, nope.
No. I mean, the thin blue line thing, it sounds kind of gay sometimes. Like, thin blue line protects you. They were like, dude, cops put up with some ridiculous ass shit. Yeah. And they really do keep like these people from people who just want to pay taxes, have a job, live their life.
Well, it's that thing where people don't understand how good they have it or what that job entails. It's like, oh, well, they have this skewed version of their world. Police have that. They think, oh, well, this cop just gets to deal with good people all the time. No one's evil. Police don't get that luxury. They're like, holy fuck, I have to deal with this.
Most people have never seen the real world.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. That's the thing. They don't go more than a block away from their house,
Yeah, exactly what you're saying at the first.
Have you seen that interview where the police chief, and I think it was Milwaukee, gets confronted by an interviewer because he was at like some press conference because it was like during BLM, it's a couple of years ago, and there was some, I'm assuming, black person was like shot by police and killed, and it was like a big deal. There was all the press and everything, and during the press conference he was on his phone texting stuff, and one of the reporters like called him out on it, being like, you don't even care, you've been on your phone the whole time. And he just goes, I've been on my phone because an 8-year-old girl was shot in the face and we're trying to capture the suspect, and I'm getting updates on her in the hospital. And then he just goes there's been 58 shootings or whatever it was this past month in Milwaukee. None of you can name a single one of them, but you can name the 3 people my officers have shot and killed in the last 5 years. And just the whole room's just like dead quiet.
Right. He should have called that reporter up. Hey, come here. I want you to be in frame when this clip goes viral.
Yeah. Shit.
You.
Dude, that's fucking wild.
Some of the Florida there's also clips of I don't know if it was Grady Judd or one of the Florida sheriffs that did the same thing. He's like, you're questioning me about how many times my officers shot someone. He was shooting at my officers. So fuck you.
And they don't count though, It's like you saw the one video where the woman was like, well, he killed my son. How? Just because my son stole from me. How else my son supposed to get money to go to school, get books?
I saw that one.
Yeah, it's a wild one. It is a wild one.
The mom literally says, how else is he supposed to get money to buy clothes?
Yeah.
Justifying her son breaking into somebody's house.
Everyone else seems to figure it out.
Well, I want to
Legally.
do the Chicago thing real quick. How many people do you think have been shot in Chicago this year? Just this year, 2025.
258.
700?
283.
1,383 people.
Oh, shot.
Shot. Just shot.
Killed, sorry.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was
There are
dead.
297 of those died, but 1,383. Guess how many?
I was close.
Guess how many people in Chicago police have shot this year?
3?
5, 7.
0.
14.
14.
1,000, almost 1,400 people have been shot in Chicago this year. Police have shot 14 of them.
Whoa.
No, police are the problem, though. We should defund them, right, John?
Yeah, we can name the 14 people. Yeah.
Defund the police.
Their fat mayor though is throwing a bitch fit over all the Trump's like,
Trump,
hey, why is the murder capital of the world in the United States?
Right.
It is what I didn't realize was that Venezuela, they had the highest murder per capita, like by a
El Salvador, at least it was for a while.
Yeah, one of those, but then they did the
Honduras was another one.
Was the one they cracked down? They were like, hey, new president come in.
They elected that young guy as president.
Yeah.
And he keeps getting reelected. And he
Argentina?
I think it might have been Argentina. He like fully militarized everything and arrested they were building new prisons, and now it's like one of the safest countries.
I don't love the idea of militarized police, but when you're talking about militarized police for the sake of like murderers, like not like talking about speeding or pot charges.
This was the crackdown on the cartels, because the cartel was basically running the government at that point.
Right.
I'm like, these things are not equated.
Right.
You had, I think it was 900 or a ridiculous number for every 100,000. It was a very, very high number, like 900 to 1,800 murders per 100,000. They dropped it down to like 20 or 40 because those prisons, they put all the gangs together, and then those guards did not fuck around. They're not allowed to talk. They just Someone went in and filmed it, and you just get to see them just staring.
Look at the wall.
Yeah.
Forever. Like,
And that's it. They do.
Oh,
not
was that the
fight,
one where they
do
showed
not
them doing
scratch
their daily
around.
exercise and they just have to sit there and this is all they get? Like they got to do this shit.
Probably.
It's all the tattoo faces
yeah,
guys.
MS-13 people
Yeah.
and the other gangs, and they have like those. The gangs won't even fight inside that prison. 'Cause
Really?
They're terrified. They're like, hey, you can't do anything. This is your life now, and they're just in blocks.
Well, just shoot them and let them lay there and bleed, huh?
Oh, yeah.
The original, the AM-180,
Oh yeah.
the prison riot gun.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
No.
It's a
No, you didn't show me that today.
We didn't have the aim it.
oh, it's up on my wall. It's at the house.
Oh shit! You guys gotta go see. You gotta see the machine gun
Yeah, well, I
collection.
went there.
How was it?
Oh, great,
So-
man. Great.
We did a video on it. It's 22 LR.
No shit.
Holds like something stupid. It's like 277 rounds in that
Right.
drum up top, and it was used for riot control in American prisons. I think it's originally an Austrian gun. I think, but yeah, it looks like a Thompson. Has that top pan-fed magazine like the Lewis, like we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
22 LR, and it was because it was not less than lethal, but it was less lethal.
Right.
But it's got an absurdly high fire rate, and you just spray a bunch of inmates. Dear Lord, you better have enough bandages.
Yeah, this is before we had like beanbag guns and shit like that. They were just using 22 bullets and
Yeah.
that thing to spray people with.
But there are instances of American cops smoking dudes with that. Like, I think I want to.
I bet.
I'm probably horribly misremembering this, but I think it was like out in Miami or something like that. It was two cops that were in a shootout, two cars with drug dealers or whoever it was, and they fired out the back and just shot. Or either it was they were shooting the people they were pursuing, or they were pursuing them, something along those lines. They just sprayed a Camaro with the AM-180, just sprayed it with 22 and ended up murking two dudes.
Oh yeah.
Jesus,
That'll do it.
That gun is fucking nasty, man.
the angry bees.
Yeah. Well, I knew it from, I did a video back in the day. I was watching old SWAT training videos from like the late 70s, early 80s, and SWAT guys were running around with that thing.
Yeah.
What is it? It fires like, it's in like 2,600 rounds a minute or something.
It's not quite.
crazy.
It's like 1,000 or something
It's
like that, maybe
fucking
higher.
Crazy,
but it's
and it's just they
stupid
call it
high.
the swarm of angry bees because
Yeah.
it's just 22 rounds.
Right.
It's like it's nasty. But SWAT guys used to carry that back in the early 80s.
Holy shit.
What was your favorite gun going to his nice little museum he has going on?
Oh hell.
1,200 rounds a minute. 1,200, yeah.
I like the BAR. I just for some reason I like the BAR.
because it's you as a gun.
Yes. Yeah. It's like Dawn morphing into a bar makes a lot of sense.
American and powerful. Well, I didn't know this until earlier today. You said you had carried a BAR in that movie.
Yeah.
It was Public Enemies?
Public Enemies. Yeah. Or
I had no clue.
about John.
Wait, you're in
Dale.
Public Enemies?
Yeah, I was a John.
Son
yeah.
of a bitch.
What?
I killed Johnny Depp and then I didn't work for 7-8 years.
Spoiler.
Yeah, didn't work for a decade.
I was watching Tombstone last night. Like I was on my whole thing where sometimes I'll just throw on like one of the Taylor Sheridan shows or like some shit, like just a classic Western type thing. And I almost watched that. I didn't know you were in that, dude.
Yeah,
That's
one of the
Bro.
All right, how the f do you not know
I
that?
know. Now I'm so mad. I'm like, God dang it.
one of the Texas Rangers that come in and clean up. Yeah,
Damn.
You handsome motherfucker.
thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah, how old were you when you first grew that mustache? Were you born with it?
That was, I think,
I
yeah.
was born first. I developed around it.
That is a question he's probably been asked a lot of times.
Yes, it
Your
is.
mustache is 8 pounds. They
Yes.
set it down
Thank
and a
you,
baby
guys.
grows into it.
Congratulations. Congratulations, you have a mustache. That nurse is pretty hot.
Dawn over here gets pushed out. There's no crying. Pass me a beer. Congratulations, ma'am.
Bourbon.
It's a man.
It's a man.
It's a man.
Congratulations. It's a man.
Fucking,
Goo goo gaga.
fucking Dawn
just
spanked the
naked,
doctor.
Full-sized. He's a full-sized 30-year-old man.
Throwing shit like a monkey, you know.
Fucking doctor slaps his ass and punches the doctor back.
Oh god, what were you like as a teenager? Dear Lord.
I was a dick. I was a dick.
Oh, that got me.
Dad in the
Care to
military.
elaborate?
Dad in the military for 20 years. What were you up to during that time?
Oh, let's see. I was wrestling and playing football, wrestling, and screwing my girlfriend. You know. So that was pretty much it.
I'm guessing not picked on much.
No. I wasn't a bully. I didn't pick on anybody either. You know, but a couple of times I was an asshole. But besides that, I minded my own business.
You said your dad earlier when we were talking. You said your dad was a boxer.
Yeah.
An amateur boxer, I think.
Yeah, amateur boxer.
So he got you interested in stuff like that. So at what age did you kind of start taking on fighting sports? Was it like during high school?
Yeah. He was good enough he got offered a chance to turn pro, but he decided there's a better way to make a living than getting punched in the nose.
Smart man.
He forgot to tell me that, you know.
'Cause that was something funny we were talking about earlier. Like, did your dad ever see one of your fights?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
his reaction to your first fight?
His reaction to my fight was, how come you drop your hand, your jab, when you bring it back?
Correcting you.
Yeah, he was. You're supposed to throw the jab, bring it right back. You know? But apparently I was throw it and drop it. He was not happy. Was not happy about it.
Did you win that fight?
Yeah, I won the fight.
Yeah, okay, well, fuck, Dad. Power through it.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's still your dad.
Did you have any, like, during your peak, any of your sparring sessions where it was going extremely hard, or a sparring partner that you did not like sparring where you're like, oh, they swung?
Yeah, there's a couple of guys I didn't like. Yeah, but one time hit one kid in the liver. And I dropped him, and he screamed. He screamed on his way down, and when he hit, he couldn't make a noise. He just laid there for about 20 minutes. And we kind of grabbed him and pulled him off to the side so he could keep going.
Oh my god!
Go sit on the cuck wall. Yeah. I got more men to beat up.
Did you punch it?
Did you do that on purpose?
Punched him right in the liver.
Because you didn't like him?
No, it's just
It was there.
probably didn't like him at the time. He's probably being a bit of a dipshit. Yeah, so probably put a little bit too much into it. Yeah.
Shit happens.
Yeah.
I know.
I would wear 20-ounce gloves when I was sparring.
Jesus Christ, you got a canned ham attached to your wrist. I don't want my liver to get hit with that thing. Jesus Christ.
And it's still making it through defense.
Yeah.
Eli's been fighting with 20-ounce gloves lately.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's all I've been using for training is like 20 ounce for the last few months. It's just,
Yeah.
And when I put on 16 or 12 ounces, I'm like, oh, these are nice and light. Holy shit.
Oh,
But, dude.
we were.
Wait, you're wearing 12s to spar?
No, 16s for
I was going to say,
sparring.
fuck you.
God, no.
I didn't know that.
We fight in 4-ounce gloves.
Which you're like, oh.
Yeah, which have no fingers, and they're just small little pads. Yeah, so when you go from a 20-ounce to a 4-ounce, you can't block as much, but you can hit it a lot harder.
Oh, my God.
Do you block more a lot with your forearms then?
Yeah.
You go higher?
Yeah, especially when I'm on my back. I can, you can parry real easy, because you don't have a chance to have any footwork and move out of the way. You're stuck in that position, so you got to parry.
It was the craziest thing to see being adopted by fighters that's really working. I know you come from more of a wrestling background. So was that Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in the 90s, early 2000s, was that crazy to see being used at that level, or what was the martial art for you where you're like, what the fuck is this?
No, because I did judo, and jujitsu's from judo. It's just a watered down, just newaza, groundwork. Other than that, it came from judo. And so none of it surprised me,
See, that's the stuff I find like super interesting, because this is judo to, as you said, it is a watered down. Jiu-jitsu stemmed from that.
Yeah.
But seeing everything, this dude's doing Muay Thai, or that one guy that did the boxing glove.
Yeah.
Oh, he had one boxing glove?
Yeah. God damn it.
The fuck?
I know that guy.
Back in the day, he had one wrapped
Art
hand.
Zimmerman.
Art,
yeah.
yep.
Yeah. Yeah, he's the funniest guy in the world, the nicest guy in the world. Yeah, nicest guy in the world.
It's like MMA fights or
Pro
what?
This is
Yep.
back in UFC when you could wear shoes if you wanted.
So he could grab with one hand and hit with the other?
He had one legit boxing glove and one hand.
He was a ranked middleweight, and hell, you got to get him on here.
I would love to.
The story, they were going to offer him like 10% of the UFC, for him to 10 or 20%.
He should have taken that deal.
Yeah.
It's just like they would have offered.
Just to fight.
It was just like Matt Damon with like the 10% of all of Avatar.
Yeah.
And he turned down the starring role, like that similar situation.
Yeah. Because he was a ranked middleweight fighter, and
In boxing?
in boxing.
Okay.
And it would have brought legitimacy to the sport,
That's, oh my God.
But he said no. He took a couple $100 or something. I don't know.
That's what I guarantee he got paid at like maybe a grand max instead of the position. Because he's like, I'm only making this much. No, I'll take the $1,000 instead of this percent of a company.
Right.
That's wow. That's what happened to the Facebook artist.
Yeah.
He was like,
did
hey, do you want 60 grand or do you want some shares into Facebook? That shares was $400 million. He made the right choice, obviously.
Yeah, he was the guy painting their walls in the office or something.
The
like
murals.
That.
Yeah.
The graffiti guy.
Yeah, and it was like 60 grand and or shares of Facebook, which were nothing at that time. And he took that and then walked away with $400 million.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, your buddy would have been.
Yeah. Art would have been set for life. Yeah.
Fuck. But he wore a glove to protect his striking hand, right? I forget his
No, I
mindset
think it
on
was his jab hand, wasn't it? His jab.
I think it was a jab.
Yeah.
No shit.
But the other one was taped up, but he had the jab hand gloved up.
I wonder which hand he's going to try to finish me with.
Yeah. one glove Art, was Zimmerman. One glove Zimmerman.
Was there anybody that in UFC, whether you fought him or you didn't, that you just did not get along with? That was kind of a dick, or?
Oh, I had my problem with Tank Abbott, but
I was just going to say, because I heard Tank Abbott was a huge dick. That's what I was thinking of in my head.
but he's changed a lot,
Has he?
I worked with him here, about 4 or 5 months ago, in Las Vegas. We did a signing at WrestleMania, and he's changed a lot. He's a completely different guy. Got a great wife, great daughter. He's still off. Because he had a liver transplant. So he's lost like about 150 pounds.
You guys,
200 pounds.
You guys know who Tank Abbott is?
Oh, yeah.
Takes it. I
don't.
Tank Abbott legitimately looks like my dad. Like same build and everything. Huge beer gut, and would just
Not
go in there.
anymore. Not anymore.
Well, I'm talking back when he was fighting. Huge
yeah.
beer gut.
Tank-
He would go in there and just knock people the
Yeah.
fuck
He
out.
used he used to do like the street fight stuff too, like street beef, like shit like that, right? Wouldn't he just like
I don't know about that, but I mean I know he
Might
was
not have been Tank.
Tank, you're thinking of black
guy?
dude.
show that full body picture to Cody or to Brandon.
No, he's a white guy, right?
No.
Tank.
no,
No.
Tank's way boy.
Tank is.
Yeah. Something. Yeah. I
Tank
feel like
did
he
a
used to
lot of
do. I feel like he
UFC.
used to do like
It
backyard
wouldn't surprise
fights.
me.
He could have. I know he
I'm
was.
thinking of OG like early day of the early day YouTube.
He might have. It was those like street fights or backyard brawls because it was him and I forget the black guy's name.
Kimbo Slice.
Kimbo
Yeah,
Slice.
that's
Yep.
exactly who I was thinking
Yes.
of. I was like,
Kimbo.
Kimbo Slice doesn't look like Nick's dad.
Nicest guy in the world, man. I met him a couple times. Nicest guy. Completely opposite of what what he projects, the image. But man, what a sweetheart, very polite,
One of the funniest post-fight interviews ever.
Yeah.
When he lost in the Ultimate Fighter to Roy Nelson. Roy Nelson also, pale white dude with humongous beer gut. Dana White described him as the ultimate underachiever. Ungodly talented fighter, but was like eating Big Macs and shit the night before. And Roy Nelson was like an elite level grappler and striker, but his grappling was really good. So he took Kimbo down, put him in a crucifix from the top side. So his belly's just right on Kimbo's face for 3-5 rounds, whatever it was. And Kimbo sliced afterwards like, he'd take me down and put me in that crucifix, and then I got the moon on my face. I can't move the moon. I don't know what you guys want me to do.
Who's the guy right now? Derek
Lewis?
Derek Lewis.
The Black Beast?
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Is that
My balls are hot.
balls is hot?
My
Is that
balls
him?
is hot.
You were talking about like best post-fight interviews and shit like that. That's immediately who came to mind.
Derek Lewis is
Yeah,
hilarious.
why'd you take your pants off? My balls was hot.
Yeah.
Well, your guy, what was his name?
Roy Nelson.
Roy Nelson was, again, his level of athleticism, and Dana White and everyone said, is if this guy gave it 100%, he would be unstoppable. He was lazy fighter.
He knocked out Brendan Schaub in the final for the Ultimate Fighter, like out fucking cold. Knocked him out. He's not a big dude for the heavyweight class. He's like, he's my height, 260 pounds with an enormous beer gut. Like, I'm pretty sure my arms and shit are like bigger than his. Like, he's not jacked. He looks like just some dude bellied up at a bar in the Midwest. He just goes in there and beats the shit out of people. Huge mullet. He knocked out Bigfoot Silva. He's got all kinds of crazy knockouts.
All those fighters, you're saying the older, like Tank, the older they get, a lot of them just look at Tyson. They just become softer. They're like, oh, hey, I'm not as aggressive.
Right.
Compared to that young age. Did you see?
I don't have to
yourself
beat
doing
up
that?
grown men for a
Yeah,
living.
exactly. It's like, you know what?
Yeah, I can tone it down
I did
a
my
little
time.
bit.
I can chill now. I don't have
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got lazy. I mean, I got addicted. There, I didn't get addicted. I got dependent on the pain pills. After the neck and the back.
And the neck and the back.
Yeah.
And the
neck
back.
and the back. And the
the
neck
shoulders,
again.
in the back. And yeah, I got a little dependent on the pills, and so the fights I lost, I would take the pain pill before I went out there, which is stupid, because I was like, man, that's a long walk out there. I better take a pill.
You
Whoa, man, that
were
is
going
cool.
to fight another professional athlete, and you were more concerned about how long the walk to the cage was.
Yeah. Wasn't too smart. Yeah.
It sounds pretty badass to me. I don't know.
What is that, 50 feet?
Oh yeah.
Maybe
So-
two. Two for
Thing
the
I was-
road.
I'm not worried about the fighting part. It's the walk there that gets me.
Oh.
Take an extra for the road.
Thing I was curious about was a lot of these fighters, like we know, like we talked to Chuck and like some of the stories that they have of like how crazy the parties got and stuff like that in like early UFC days. You have any stories like that
No.
that you'd be willing to tell?
Yeah. Early UFCs.
The statute of limitations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I got 2 daughters now, so I know.
Dude, speaking of, I want to ask you a question too. My son, he's 16. He's been in jiu-jitsu and boxing his entire life, like
Yeah.
since he was 5 years old. Do you have any advice for like a young man?
Yeah, getting in high school wrestling. High school wrestling.
Wrestling?
Wrestling's the toughest thing you'll ever do in your life, and most disciplined, and it's exact opposite of jiu-jitsu and judo. Or basically, to break it down, judo's more pulling, or wrestling's pushing. To simplify it.
Makes sense.
And then jiu-jitsu's you fall to your back. Where wrestling, you want to put the guy on his back, and you want to stay off your back, So, but the discipline involved necessary to be a wrestler is the hardest thing you'll ever do.
As soon as you started saying that, Nick was looking at me like I f***ing told you so, motherfucker.
It's true.
Dude,
Wrestling's so hard because like I've been
Yeah.
doing jiu-jitsu forever. It's so much harder than jiu-jitsu because there's arm bar. There's 20 different types of arm bars. There's 50 different types of chokes. There's 50 different types of there's so many different ways to end a jiu-jitsu match.
Right.
There's one way to end a wrestling match,
Right.
and both motherfuckers in it know it. So it's not a matter of I can't trick you into a pin. I can't finesse my way into it. You know exactly where I'm trying to go,
Yeah.
and I'm going to have to force you to do it.
Right.
And it's so much harder than jiu-jitsu.
Do you know the highest rate of young men who make it through Navy SEAL training are wrestlers from the South?
Really?
That's the highest rate of men that make it through that training.
I'm going to
believe
call
that.
bullshit. I think it's wrestlers from the Midwest.
Yeah.
I wonder why you might be biased.
Fact checks. It is. You both will be able to answer to this. Cody made like when you're grappling somebody, you know if they come from a wrestling background so fast because
Right.
they go harder and faster than anyone you know, especially coming from like BJJ. You're like, okay, hey, I'm relaxed.
I can't-
Dude goes 100 like full throttle out the gate. You're like, oh fuck me, dude. This guy's they're just dragging you across the floor. They don't know how to pit like.
I've been doing jiu-jitsu so long, I don't even need to know before. I can literally tell when a new student walks in by the way they walk and their posture.
Right.
As soon as they walk in the gym, okay, yeah, come in, free trial, fill out the waiver. Where'd you wrestle at? Oh, how'd you know I wrestled? I can tell.
Yeah, you're an athlete.
Yeah. I can tell by the way you walk, the way you stand, your posture, all of it. Like I can see them from a mile away.
It's terrifying.
Individuals with a wrestling background, particularly those from southern states, are known to have a strong statistical presence in Navy SEAL training.
It's almost like I went to Bud's and know this thing.
I like Nick's just like, damn it. That's all he has to say about it.
Swipe or no swiping. Oh, man.
No, it makes sense. All the Midwestern guys are probably too busy going to the Olympics.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, they're in the
It's like, I can't lose.
They're in the Air Force.
Fucking hell.
Holy shit. Don,
Yeah.
this has been a pleasure, my brother. Thank you so very much for
Thank
coming
you.
out and hanging out with us.
Hey, you had a great time, man.
You've been, after your amazing career in life, you're trying to do what we do for a living now, huh?
Yeah,
You're,
yeah.
You're trying to be a YouTuber.
Yeah, Dan Sever and I got Dan and Don's Toxic Masculinity. We haven't put one out for about 6 or 8 months, so
Is that on your main channel or is it its own channel?
it's separate channel. Yeah,
So you've
it's all
got
separate.
Toxic Masculinity and you also have your own YouTube channel,
I have
Don
one.
Frye.
Yeah, Don Frye USA.
Yep. So go check him out. Subscribe to him. Some of your videos are hilarious. You're basically
thank
doing you're doing mean tweets now where you're reading comments. Some of the comments are I've seen a couple. Don Frye speaks fluent F-350. My revolver sleeps with Don Frye under its pillow. Shit like that.
Right,
It's pretty
yeah.
funny.
And I was saying earlier, like I find most of your shit just coming across my Instagram Reels feed,
Yeah.
where it's just just you saying just horrifically politically incorrect shit to interviewers.
And instantly while we're like, we need him on the show.
Like, damn, this motherfucker seemed like he'd get along.
He's one of us.
Oh, instantly.
He don't have all his teeth, obviously.
So yeah, go check out Don's channels.
Cody, you want to close us out, my? Oh,
sir.
he's getting it. Get your photo in there.
just like really handsome right now.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
It's Don. Don, what's your OF channel? Joking.
Guys, thank you for joining the Unsubscribed podcast. I was joined today by Eli Doubletap, the Fat Electrician, Don Frye himself, Brandon Herrera, myself, Donut Operator. Are we doing an after show?
Yeah, we'll do it.
Check
quick.
out the after show on Patreon.
in that case, you want another drink done?
Absolutely.
All right.
Oh, we're going to drink some more.
Absolutely.
Love you.